When you start off in Conan, working out where to settle down for the first time can be difficult. The desert is large and varied, and in a way you're kinda spoiled for choice. Today I'll be showing you 3 great starter base locations in the desert, so you can get a good start on your PvE survival journey. Do bear in mind that eventually most players will want to move further north. However, it's not really necessary nowadays with the teleporter stones in the game. If you do wish to move up to the highlands in the future, I have a base locations video for there too, which should be good for helping you decide your goals ahead of time. So without further ado, let's get started. First up is Ironbreaker Ridge, located in map square B7. I recently built a PvE starter base here and it's a pretty good spot to choose. It's near Sepameru, so a little trek away from your starting point, but the benefits of this base far outweigh the difficulties in getting here. The area has a decent amount of iron nodes atop the plateau, though building too close to these nodes may stop them from spawning in the future. Fortunately, the area is absolutely riddled with ironstone. It'd be easy to gather hundreds of iron in a single trip, and having a supply so close to home is a massive benefit. You're also very close to the city of Sepameru. The closest entrance is at Waterside, where you'll be safe from aggressive NPCs. Here you'll be able to gather thralls, fight NPCs for levelling up, and you'll also be able to regularly farm the Sepameru chests, which can bolster your stockpile of steel and iron bars very nicely, alongside providing some other useful resources. The plateau upon which we can build the base is a comfortable size with plenty of room for expansion. The entire area is buildable, and seeing as this area has so much utility, you could easily stay here for longer than you typically want to stay in some other desert locations. It has easy paths to the Shattered Springs, the Unnamed City, and even north to the tundra. This is a great area to build your first base and possibly even expand further, and with the advent of teleporter stones, this could be a very attractive permanent location for you and your clanmates. Next is the plateau west of the Corner of Bones in map square F5. I've built here before and it's a great location. This massive platform gives ample space for building and expansion, and is close to a few useful places like the Summoning Place, the Tower of Bats, and the Unnamed City. Being located in the central southern desert, this is a short journey from spawn and can prove to be a good starting point in your journey. On the nearby cliffs you have more iron than you could ever need, alongside plenty of rock noses, and access to a decent amount of trees and rocks. There's also the Corner of Bones very close by to provide you some early game thralls. The Summoning Place can also be a great place to get your hands on thralls too, alongside levelling up, completing events, and farming sorcerer spell pages from the sorcerer enemies within. Overall, this is a great area for a base. With plenty of room and access to many thralls and resources nearby, you could easily whip up a large and comfortable base that you and your friends can call home. There's more than enough here to upgrade your base even further, and once you invest in teleporters later into the game, any of the downsides of this area are vastly minimised. This platform can be a great location for architects with aspirations of a grand castle or a stronghold, and has more than enough space for you and all your clanmates. Our final spot is the Waterhole Outlook in map square H6. This is a very picturesque location, tucked away just southeast of the savannah, and whilst it's not great for big builds, it's a perfect area for solo or duo builds. This spot comes with some fairly nice benefits. Firstly, there are many thralls located in the camps above and around this spot, and you're also not too far from the savannah, also providing a great source of thralls from the camps and hide from the animals. There's a decent scattering of iron around too, though not as much as some of the other spots. There's also a 3-star crocodile boss inside the Outlook, so you will have to kill him before you start to settle down. However, I'm not sure how this would play with the rules about not blocking important resources on official servers, so therefore to avoid that, you may wish to build atop the rocks surrounding the Outlook on officials. A major benefit of this spot is the abundant access to water, rocks and trees. You're also not far from interesting locations like the Sinkhole, the Black Galleon, and an entrance to the Highlands. One of the few issues with this location is the lack of nearby iron. It's not the worst, there is enough to keep you sustained, it just isn't as prevalent as it is in other spots. If you choose to build on the outer rocks and not within the sanctum of the Waterhole Outlook, you'll be able to repeatedly farm the 3-skull crocodile that lives within the Outlook, and therefore you'll have a regular source of legendary weapons to farm if you are looking for something specific. If you're playing on an unofficial server, building inside the Waterhole is a great option, but even if you want to play it safe and build on the outside, the area is still very nice. Waterhole Outlook is a pretty overlooked location that I've not seen many people mention. However, I do think it's one of the best looking areas in the desert, and it's a great place to build if you're alone, or playing with one or maybe even two other players. And there we have it, 3 great spots in the desert for your starter base. Thanks for watching. The desert isn't perfect, many people like to move further north, but I've always enjoyed the desert. It's got a good amount of variety in terms of its topography and microbiomes, and it lends itself well to a lot of different styles. With teleporter stones being in the game and sort of revolutionising how you can move around the map, living in the desert has become a lot easier, and therefore these spots may be perfect for you. If you enjoy my content, all the links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, Host Havoc affiliate page, NordVPN discount and NordPass discount are available in the description below. However, of course, you can simply just leave a like, a comment or subscribe. Any of those are very greatly appreciated. Patrons get a bunch of nice benefits, including sneak peeks of videos, your name in every video, custom made wallpapers in 1080p and 4K resolutions, full-size build blueprints, Discord roles and more. That being said, a massive thanks to all of our esteemed coffee cultists on screen now for continuing to support the channel over on Patreon. Again, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.